we're gonna go straight into this. So, charcuterie boards are just adult Lunchables with student loans, man.
I mean, that's it, really.
We took crackers, cheese, and questionable meat circles, God knows what's in them, and we put them on a wood plank with some olives that nobody asked for, and all of a sudden, that Lunchable cost me $28.
That's a little cheap. As a society, we probably need to admit that charcuterie board is just a Lunchable that got approved for financing.
Well, welcome to Southwest of Normal. I'm Brad Countryman with Countryman Homes, and I'm here with Mayor Ashton St, Gene, the unofficial voice of the people, whether the people ask for that or not.
Today, we're talking summer, sales, sellers, buyers, Richmond growth, famous Texans, and whatever vacation trauma Brad brings to the table.
Hit the thing!
Yeah. Yeah. Southwest of Normal. Welcome to Houston, where the takes run wild. Brad and Ashton slinging homes and busting sides. From barbecue to headlines to who pays the tab. If it's weird, it's welcome. Yeah, they'll run with that. Southwest of Normal. Southwest of Normal. Brad and Ashton, let it roll. Southwest of Normal. Southwest of Normal. If it's weird, it's welcome. And the stranger's home.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. The Honorable Mayor St. Gene is in the building.
Yeah, thanks for having me on once again. Today, for my segment, I'm dressing the masses. I want to talk about a Fort Bend landmark that a lot of people grew up with. Maybe not grew up with, but a lot of people have been accustomed to for the last 15 some odd years. And that is the Palladium. And if you're not familiar with what the Palladium was, it was this awesome, gigantic movie theater that had bowling alleys, bars, 2 stories, had all of it. It was really a neat place to go watch a movie. I don't know if I ever used the other things in there, like the bowling alley or the bars or any of that, but I loved going to watch a movie there. Did you?
I went there and we would go watch a movie, but sometimes we would go and we wouldn't even watch a movie. We would just like have a birthday party or
really?
there. So the bowling alley was a great place when you have like littles, right? It's also really a great place if you just want to go get drunk.
No. I thought it was a really, really cool idea. And if you really look at the Palladium, especially that growth along 99 that we've seen, the Palladium was the first before that. Because the Palladium was built, there was none of the developments, there was none of the restaurants. It was the Palladium, and then an exit down, you had Travis High School, and the exit before you had the prison. And that was about it. And then Gallery Furniture came in after that, and then you've seen all the growth with Harvest Green, Oleana, and everything all around that kind of blew up. And it was and now you have that whole new Richmond town center that I feel like the Palladium kind of kickstarted. And then now they are tearing it down right now. I mean, back in the day, the Palladium wasn't just where you went to watch a movie. It was an experience. It had luxury theaters before luxury theaters were really a thing. Bowling alley, arcades, restaurant, VIP seating. It felt futuristic when it opened. People came from all over Fort Bend, Katy, Sugar Land, and even Houston would drive out there because it was something that you just hadn't seen before. I remember being a young kid and really loving the Palladium, and you go out of your way just to go up there. They didn't even have the recliner seats then. It was just an experience as its own. But then things started shifting. Ownership changed hands. It went from Santikos to Regal. And over time, people started noticing the difference. The service declined, maintenance slipped, competition increased, and then streaming completely changed the whole movie theater landscape, especially with COVID. And honestly, it kind of felt like the final blow. A lot of longtime visitors online said the theater never felt like the same after the ownership changed and the industry shifted. So, for the future of the site, because they are tearing it down, there's been tons of speculation. Nothing's finally publicly yet, but the rumors are a major redevelopment opportunities along the corridor because it's one of the fastest growing places in Houston, that whole corridor. And some online discussions have mentioned possible a big restaurant group coming in and taking that over. They've talked about a whole nother living development coming in there and just do it because it's massive. And you could, it really is a big area. You could at least get a small development or what's right behind it.
We have Aliana. That's right.
And I've even heard reports that Aliana could go in and expand it and just make it all together. I saw reports of maybe a hospital coming in and doing a little med center there because they don't have one along that stretch of 99. And that was probably the biggest one I've seen. What do you think would be in the good area there?
Yes. Thank you for opening it up for questions, Mayor Ashton. So this is Johnny McJohnson from Big John's News. So they took down the Palladium. It's rubble right now. And
is it completely torn down?
It is completely torn down.
Okay, I've been watching it slowly tear down.
And every time that I drive by it, it brings a little tear to my eye.
It's sad.
It is sad. It's sad. I miss it. The speculation on what's going to go in there, the medical piece, there is no medical there, which it could be helpful. There's a Kelsey-Seybold that's close by.
And all the way down 99, you got the Memorial Hermann complex, but...
All the way down 99, yeah. But if I'm dying, I need to be a little bit closer to a hospital.
And there's nothing with all that development. It's so weird that there's not a major hospital complex right
Yes. And so my question is, what hospital chain would you like to see in there?
What would I like to see or what I think's going to see? I think if there was a hospital route, you know what's not over there is your Methodist. They don't have a Houston Methodist over there.
Yeah.
They got Memorial Hermann all the way at I-10 and 99. They got a Memorial Hermann at 99 and 59. They got nothing in the middle, so that's where Houston Methodist goes and takes it all out.
Okay.
But really, that's what Fort Bend is really looking like right now. Even if it's not a hospital thing, is that we've seen so many old landmarks, and that's not even really old, but anything that we've just been used to, we've seen the next generation of development has moved in and they just take things away. And so that's really the whole landscape of Fort Bend. And even with older buildings, historic buildings, people said, whether you had your first date there, you skipped school there, or worked there in high school, the Palladium was part of growing up in Fort Bend. And now there's going to be the next thing that goes in there that'll be for the future generations that they'll become accustomed to growing up in Fort Bend, and they won't even know what the Palladium is. It's kind of sad.
Mayor Ashton, this is Betty from Betty's blog.
Yes, Betty.
So you said that potentially some speculation is that Aliana could move in there.
I saw that report once. I haven't seen it since.
Okay.
I don't even know how it would work because Aliana's completely built out now. But that was because I just go look at chatter rooms, being the mayor. I want to be the first to know of what everything's coming in.
Let's say it's not Aliana. Let's say it's a
Aliana, please. Let's get it right.
Whatever. I don't really care. So let's say it's not Aliana. With our charcuterie board.
yeah.
It's Aliana. So let's say it's not Aliana. Let's say it's a high-rise
which I've seen that. I've seen that too.
Now it's right on the highway. Right.
I don't want apartments.
And it's right in between the gallery furniture kind of complex. There's a little strip center there as well. And then on the other side, you have another strip center. And then it's all commercial right there. So why, what would you want to see?
I don't want more apartments. I'm tired of seeing apartments grow up. That's the thing. Quit renting your apartment. Let's go get you some new construction. Let's get you in a home. And there's plenty of those all around there. So we're not doing apartments. Really, the thing is when gallery furniture moved in there, that's the biggest gallery furniture around. Nobody thought gallery furniture was going to be moving in there, was going to be building some gigantic campus there. So I think maybe we need something obnoxiously big right there. Some business come in and just build gigantic. Like when I saw the restaurant, they're talking like a massive, Kirby's Ice House just built their biggest one in the Heights, and it is humongous. I'd love to see something like that, something just obnoxiously big that you don't think of it.
Would you want something, this is Peter Petrick from Peter.
Oh, this isn't Betty anymore?
Peter.
Another one?
Peter. Betty, she stepped up.
Go home, Betty.
Go home, Betty. Would you like to see something that's more Houston-central or Houston-centric, I should say, or something like a Dave & Buster's, like a national chain?
Well, I don't think we'll see a Dave & Buster's because they're just now building their new one right there at 99 and 59. And that's going to be interesting in its own, seeing a Dave & Buster's there. I don't think the suburb markets really fit the Dave & Buster's clientele, especially when you're in a family-centric area. Dave & Buster's is targeted more to adults. And I just don't know how that'll work out, especially in Fort Bend County that's very family-centric. So I don't want to see something like that. I've really been interested in this medical center they've been talking about. It is a huge campus because that movie theater was massive. I mean, how many theaters I think they had a lot. I don't know the exact number.
Hi, Peter, again. And I believe that number was somewhere in the 24
It was 20s. I knew that. Wow. Yeah, Peter, thanks for the info.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
But it's just a fascinating thing, and I love researching the development of Fort Bend and hearing about the different changes that all this growth is really bringing us. And things are probably not going to be the same ever again. I think we'll continuously see this until Fort Bend is just totally grown out. That things we get used to, they're going to get torn down. They're going to get moved over. All the farmland's going to get developed into homes, and it's sad, but.
Thank you, everybody, for your questions. Thank you, Mayor Ashton, for all of that. We want to say thank you again. Everybody give it up for Mayor Ashton as he addresses the masses.
Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure to be back.
Yeah, but didn't we get all of our sugar cane anyway from overseas?
No, that's why they started it in Sugarland, because it was a great area to grow sugar.
Really?
You need to watch my videos.
Ashton, I feel like right now, man, there's just like pressure right before summer. So we just got out of May and we are heading into the depths of summer. When I was a kid though, like summer started mid-May-ish, late May. And I just feel like it's getting later and later, but I think everybody kind of considers June is summer. Right?
You should. I don't like that summer is mid-May. I don't like that schools are being later and later and later now.
Couldn't agree more.
Because once you're in May, I think as a kid, you're clocked out.
Oh yeah, for sure. So are the teachers.
And then now you got them, now like, it used to be Memorial Day was later and we all thought that was late. And then now it's like the first week of June.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm with you there.
Okay, perfect. So in real estate, typically summer is historically our largest volume month. So most people move in the summer, right? And everybody, I think, really pretty much knows this. However, last year, May started to see a slowdown at the end of May. April was bangers. March was bangers. February was bangers, right? Did great.
Which is weird times for those to be bangers.
Right.
Because that should be your slowest time.
All signs pointed to amazing.
Yeah, if it's big then, it's going to be huge in the summer.
Huge in the summer. May came, and it immediately stopped.
But I'm not seeing that much this year. Are you?
I feel like... I'm not sure how much of it is that I think that I'm seeing it. And I'm not sure how much of it is I think that I'm seeing it and how much of it is that I just have PTSD. So last year, it kicked a lot of realtors out of the business because they didn't get any business during the summer. So last year, from about May to September, there was virtually no sales. Like it nosedived, right? So then in September, it started to pick up again. So it's almost like during the school year, and I don't mean to use school as like the stay here, but it just seems to be where it kind of flows. And it seemed like last year, that was the trend, I guess, for 1 year. This year, I've been talking to every title company I can get my hands on and every lender that I can talk to. The reason I'm talking to those two in particular is because they see contracts from everybody, right? So I'm not just talking to Keller Williams Southwest people, right? Because maybe it's a Southwest Houston thing. Right? Maybe it's a Houston Central or a Woodlands thing. So I'm not talking to individual groups.
You're talking
right? I want to talk to the people who conglomerate all of their business.
But that's Houston, though. You have a lot of different
pockets.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, and where are we predominantly working out of? So I don't care what's going on. I mean, I do, but it doesn't affect me what's going on in Northwest Houston or East Houston because, I mean, yeah, maybe I'll have a deal there or there, but that's not where my business is centered around.
Well, let me say this, though. So the reason that I do this, right, is the same reason that I'll still talk to those groups and see what they're doing, right? And if they're seeing a slowdown or if they're seeing an increase. And I'll talk to people in, I have friends in Missouri and in Virginia and in Michigan and in California. And I talk to all of them and I go, what does your market look like, right? Does their market affect me? Maybe not. But if we're all seeing a dampening,
that's true.
right, then I want to know that before it becomes a problem with my clients.
Sure, because eventually you could have a whole Houston slowdown. I think Houston is one of those markets that when it's bad nationally, it's never really bad here.
No, I agree.
Houston has one of those housing markets that'll never really tank. You just have too many people and too much. Like, we don't have an inventory problem. We don't have a.
Oh yeah. So case in point, the things that the viewer, you guys, talking to you on the Radidio right now, the things that you need to know about the Houston market is that the Houston housing market is left out of all of the national numbers. So when you hear nationally,
I think nationally it's the most stable.
It is the most stable, which is why we're left out.
Because it ruins your numbers.
It ruins your numbers, right? So it's the same reason you take out like extreme highs and extreme lows, right? These are the outliers. Houston in real estate numbers is the outlier. So we don't have a housing shortage problem like the majority of the U.S. Mm-hmm. So when I talk to my friends in St. Louis, there's not a lot of new builds, right? So they have a housing shortage. And I was talking to them, and I was actually getting down on myself. And I go, man, you're selling houses in, a day to 2 weeks, and that's your norm. Still,
because
I'm talking like months ago.
Because they don't have the inventory.
Because they don't have the inventory.
And here we'll have ones that'll sit for a while, just because there's so many options out there.
I mean, we can have stuff that sits for a year. We can have stuff that sits. I've seen stuff as long as like a year and a half.
I mean, dude, I was just driving down a road the other day that I haven't went down in a while. And I'm seeing already new construction neighborhood. It's like they're building a new one every week.
And I just read numbers that the growth has slowed for new build starts
because they're not getting enough people in them because we have too much right now.
Right. Here's what I love. Everybody needs to listen to me right now. Okay. Whether you think that I'm an expert or not, you need to hear this. So when we hit a slump or a slowdown, right? Then new construction takes their foot off the brake. Their foot off the gas. They have not taken their foot off the gas in the last 4 years. So they had a little bit of a slowdown post-COVID, right? And it takes them a year and a half to ramp back up.
And they've been all gas though. I mean, they're coming up left and right. And that's for the listener to know. That's when you get your best deals. Because the more homes they have finished, they're losing money on them every single day. And you can get some really, really good deals.
The last thing that they do is they slow down the build starts. So once they slow down the build starts, right, then they have less inventory on hand. So it's less money out of their pocket on their hold costs, all of this kind of good stuff.
They're also trying to move them though, because they do want to go to their next phase.
Right.
So I actually think right now is the best time to go get in new construction because there's some steals I am seeing right now. I mean, I had a closing yesterday. They only brought $10,000 to the table. That's all they had to do. And they're locked in on almost a $400,000 house.
But if the people want, and I'm talking to the other homeowners right now, right? So yes, it's a great time to go buy a new build. Right?
Yes.
Because there is incentives after incentives
and
after incentives.
Inventory. And you can get sales price negotiation.
And you get it super cheap, right? You're essentially getting it at cost at this point.
Yes.
Once they slow down their build, right, then that's going to start to fade away, all of those incentives, right? Now, in order for my home owners to be comfortable and not sit on the market for 6 months, 8 months, 12 months, right? We need a slowdown from a builder.
You have to, because it helps the resale market.
Correct.
Yes.
Because you still have the resale stuff, right? And the resale prices will then start to increase a little because they're starting to get scooped up more, right?
But you have less sit time, a little bit more negotiation. I mean, because right now you can get some really good deals in resale too, because they're for
absolutely
because you got so motivated because they're tired of sitting for months.
That's right.
You're gonna see our market probably level out as much, but I mean, if you're wanting to buy now, do it now.
Yeah, I think if you're even on the fence, I feel like this is a little bit like a market that we saw. Not to draw parallels to COVID, right? Because that was insane. But if you have ever thought about buying a house, now is the time to do it. And if you're not doing it and you want to, you're stupid.
Yeah.
So if you're even remotely close, You should be buying a house right now. You should be buying an investment house right now. So people always wait for the bottom, but here's the deal: the bottom of these
I think
ebbs
though,
and flows.
going to your COVID segment though, I think we have the inventory in the market for it, but everyone's still scared because they see the high rates and everything. So you don't have as many buyers coming in the market.
What is a high rate?
I don't know, because 6% is a historical average. Historical average.
Yeah,
but everyone
so what
saw it go
are we
down to
even talking
Everyone
about?
saw it go down to 2% in COVID or something, so they're all scared. And I tried to tell everyone, and they're like, "Oh, the rates are too high." I'm like, no, you don't understand. Rates will never go back to what they were in COVID.
They'll never
This
be
is
there.
the historic average.
They've never been that low, and they will never be
ever.
that
They won't
low.
unless we get another what do you call it?
Another pandemic?
Yeah, pandemic. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
sure,
thinking.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
I heard hantavirus is going
I thought
around.
Ebola was coming back too.
Ebola was here too. Let's do it.
Shoot me out. Let's go.
This is so stupid.
But I'm telling you,
I'm so sick of I'm not lying. I'm sick and tired of this stupid ass interest rate conversation. Because at 6%, 6.5%, we're still lower than we were a year ago.
High is 10% and above. Let's go look at recession interest rates.
Yeah, let's go look at the 80s. Let's go look at the early 90s.
Oh, you go look at those. Those are skyrocketing. People locked in. They lived in those homes for 40 years paying 18%.
Yeah. So let's all just get off our high horse.
And then let's not buy homes at 6%. That sounds like a smart idea. Oh, and if it really does tank again, you could go refinance, but lock in now.
That cannot be said enough. But
Goodness gracious.
just go refinance your home. You marry the house, and you date the rate, right? So your rate is going to fluctuate.
But even if you're still tripping about the rate, you can go get new construction and get a 3 rate and get a 4 rate.
And maybe you're seeing this right now too. And I think this is one of the contributing factors to why I have this kind of nagging in the back of my head. Are we entering a slump? Is buyers right now, right? They want the newest, best house that they can possibly get for pennies.
Well, of course.
Right?
That's any buyer ever, though. I mean, don't you want the best price on the nicest thing?
I think that an appropriate price.
Sure.
Right? I am not there to screw anybody out of anything.
Well, it's like what we talked about last 2 weeks ago. You know, there's a problem with the AC. Take $200,000 off.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, is that the buyers right now are going, oh my gosh, well, I see that it's on the market for $300. I've done my CMA and I've informed them, hey, we're looking at like a $315, $320 quote unquote market value, right? And they're at, what did I say, $309, $310? And they go, great, let's do $275. And I go, are we just trying
It was already super discounted.
Yes. As a society, what are we doing?
Like, I don't think people quite understand when the prices drop, they're doing that to make it move, not, so you could come in another $25,000 under.
Right.
Like, if we wanted you to come in $25,000 under, we'd price it $25,000 above.
And then people want to know why the prices of homes are so high.
Because everybody comes in low. You have to equate for everyone coming in low.
Yeah, but that's the problem. So then you go in high and you're coming on the market, let's say at $325.
And then you're chasing the market the whole time.
And then nobody's coming.
It's the weirdest thing. So I will agree with you on the slump there. That's why I am telling everyone, just go new construction right now. Resale's too much of a pain in the ass. You have a lot of what you're just saying. You have buyers that are too picky. Well, if you're picky, go get new construction and tell the builder to fix it. And you can get a better rate. You can get every little issue fixed. You know, that's how picky they are, that I think they need to go new construction.
The one good thing about new construction is you can just hand them your inspection report and they go, great.
And everything's fixed. And then you get to do a walk the week after that and pick out everything your little eyeballs can see that has to be fixed too.
I turn those houses, they look blue, like
Oh
a
my
Smurf house.
I painted it blue. You
Yeah,
did.
that's right.
Dude, I'll
Yeah,
tell you,
painted
on my
it
last
blue.
deal, though, my superintendent was so mad about it. He's doing more blue tape than we were. I'm like, I like you. Can I have you on every deal?
So that's when you blue tape a house, you go through the
So I will-
painter's tape
yeah.
and you make sure you get everything you want.
Everything. And
fixed.
every little issue, any imperfection, you can mark with blue tape and they fix it.
Yeah. And you also have a year after,
Mm-hmm.
like if something is wrong, then you just put in a ticket.
That's all the good things they're giving you right now. So I do agree with Brad. We are hitting a slump. But I don't think it's a slump in the market. I don't think it's a slump in things being for sale. I don't think it's a slump in even people wanting it. I think we're having a slump in people's perception of how to buy a house and perception of what the market looks like. And then you try to educate them and it feels like everyone does their own research. They have their AI, they do everything and they think they know.
Yeah.
And they probably are educated at some point. But what's the hurt and finding a real estate professional to make sure that what you know is right, or to educate you a little bit more.
I think it's perfectly fine to do your own research. In fact, I encourage it.
Yes.
Right? I want you to be as knowledgeable as possible. I love to educate my way through the process.
Yes.
Right. So if you have a question, I'm going to educate you as much as you want. Right. So I'm not going to inundate you with information if you don't want the information.
No.
So if we're going to walk through this process and I'm going to be educating you along the way, and this is your first time and you're genuinely inquisitive, let's go. Like, I want to help. But what I don't want is for when I get you to that point where you're very educated in this, that you then start questioning every move I make.
Yes.
Right.
Well, then you become the know-it-all and stuff.
Yes. Right. And it's more than a know-it-all. It's, okay, well, this house is up for 325, or what did I say before? 309, 310. And now we're doing 30K under, even though I've explained this house is appropriately priced, right? Mm-hmm. It's near the bottom of the market as it sits. But now, for some reason, we feel like we're all lions in the savannah, or we're all pirates in the Caribbean. And we don't need to just kill them. We need to cut their head off.
Exactly. Well, then I think that goes into how Houston is the anomaly. They're reading the news. They're reading the national averages. They're reading everything that's being told nationally and not hyper local. And not only is Houston an anomaly, Houston has its own pockets that are even more hyper local that don't reflect everything. So yeah, you coming in 30,000 unders wanting to slit their throat, trying to get everything you want. Well, guess what? That doesn't work in that area because there's others around it.
Yeah.
So, and that's where I think where you have, yes, do your own research. Yes, come in educated. Yes, ask all the questions you have. But find a local realtor that really knows and works in the market every day and sees what's going on. They are going to be a bit knowledgeable than any research you can find online just because they're working and living in it every
Not
day.
a bit more knowledgeable, a lot more
I was being
knowledgeable.
Facetious, but
No, but it's just the same as them, right? If they're an engineer and they build bridges for a living, I'm not going to come in there and go, hey, that bridge looks really good, but what about if we put another post halfway down the line?
Hey, ChatGPT told me we need another post.
We need another post, yeah. Hey, I know you own this restaurant, but I really think that your burger could do better if you just would offer Wagyu instead of regular beef.
That sounds like every customer ever. They give advice.
Yeah, that would be great. I'd love to see it.
Wagyu, and then your price goes up $10 more too, so yeah.
Oh, and then we're not going to come because your prices are too high. It is interesting. All right. I don't think we're going to fix the world.
But we love it. We love it, though. We do. We love it, don't we?
I do love it. Here's my advice. Sellers, stick in there, okay? Pre-owned sellers.
It'll happen.
Your house is going to sell. Every house sells.
Homes don't just not sell. It may take a little bit, but it will sell.
It does. And if you are priced appropriately, okay, that if you need to be at the bottom of the market because the home's condition is messed up, then that's fine, right? And so we take that money off. But if we're at the top of the market, that house better be worth the top of the market. Here's the deal.
True.
This is the one other thing I want to touch on, and then we can move on. The home pricing is not necessarily indicative of how fast it's going to move, right? In the market we're in right now, year of our Lord, 2026, in June, the pricing I've seen in the same street, the same build, and one prices at, let's say, 400, the other one prices at 450, and the 450 one, more often than not, tends to sell a little bit faster than the 400.
Yeah, but that's just the tricks of the trade, though. Then you have people that think that and they want to price higher because they want to hit that. But
I agree, but I think that they're both potentially appropriately priced. But I think that there's a certain constituency, and not everybody. So don't do this every single time you go to the market. Get yourself a professional who's going to help walk you through this. I think that there's a constituency that views 450 and 400 and goes, 400, same street, same layout. What's wrong with it? I don't want it already.
That's true.
It's like pricing creates the stigma already. Mm-hmm. When it used to just be dead bodies.
That's true.
That's crazy.
Because you know what they say, though? If it's not the price, then it's the condition. If it's not the condition, then it's the price on what they're selling.
But it almost makes you want to go up to 450. But then you're right.
If it's the exact same, but then what? Was there probably not nicer renovations in the 450 or something?
If there are, it was minimal at best.
And the 450 sold first, and that's just because there's a stigma? Then someone must have died in it.
In the 450?
And the 400 one.
Well, I don't think so, right? I've seen this not just in one neighborhood on one street. I've seen this on multiple.
Yeah, I know, but see, I don't like saying that though, because then you get the sellers that want to price higher because they think they're hitting some.
I get that we don't want to say it, but it's a reality. Like I have seen this, so I think that this is not a trend, right? And I pray to God that it doesn't.
And
continue.
it's each unique circumstance too. Let's not think that for any home you're selling.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go higher. It's a unique circumstance in these hyper local pockets that I'm also talking about.
And I don't encourage my people to do this, right? Just like you don't encourage your people to do it. Let's price appropriately to begin with, right? And I've said this from the very beginning. If you want to put this house on the sale for, if it's a $300,000 house and we put it up on the market for $100,000, I could sell it today. But you're not going to want the $100,000.
No.
So that leads us back to what is the appropriate price. I say it all the time about the way I illustrate it is, hey, my car right now is a 2024 Nissan Altima. I'm going to sell it to you, and I'm going to sell it for $30,000. I'll just put a sign that says $30,000 on it. It might take me a few weeks, a few months to sell that car. Is it appropriately priced? Absolutely, right? It is worth $30,000. Now, if I go, hey, I've got a Nissan Altima Ashton, I could literally go to anybody. I can go to my 14-year-old, 15-year-old
and say it's
son.
$100,000. I'm going to be interested in it when you first told me that. I'm going to be like, what's the Ultima being $100,000? This is supposed to be pretty bad.
Well, you would definitely want to see it.
I'm like, can I drive it? And
That's right. And then you go, wait, this is just a busted ass Nissan.
So, yeah.
But then I go, okay, I'm going to sell it, but I'm going to give it to you for $50. Are you going to buy it?
I'm going to have some red flags.
Okay, but a car for $50?
I mean, why not?
And it runs.
Why not?
Because what's the harm?
No, what's up? It's 50
Right?
bucks.
It's the same thing with the houses. If the lower you go, the faster it's going to move. But there becomes a breaking point, right? And I don't know why we're seeing this high end of the market kind of piece, but apparently people are not well informed and not being walked through the process by their agent that they're putting in these offers for this high. But that's not necessarily the problem, because then that also affects home values later.
Exactly. Well, that's what you were saying. So I wouldn't call it much a slump. It's a skill market.
It is a skill market.
It's a skill market. It's being smart. It's knowing what to do.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'll get off my soapbox now.
He's just so passionate about it. Don't you love it? I mean, that's what I want in a realtor.
I am passionate, and I appreciate you walking me back off that cliff.
I try.
Thank you.
I try. I don't want you to jump.
No charcuterie plate is complete without a selection of wonderful, wonderful salty meats.
They're the best.
And today, oh my gosh, today, Southwest of Normal is blessed to have Slim Jim as our sponsor for the day.
Official sponsor.
Our official sponsor is Slim Jim. At home on any charcuterie board, it's sliced razor thin. You get that beautiful, greasy taste with every single slice that you grab off of that charcuterie board. We can't say thank you enough to Slim Jim. It is great for really any
My
occasion.
mouth is watering thinking about it.
Oh my gosh, and they're so long and skinny, you can just pop that right in.
If you have Slim Jims on your charcuterie board, you might be a redneck.
It is the white trash equivalency of any meat ever. I'm not really sure it is meat, quite honestly.
Oh, I think it is. I don't want to think that it's not. So let's just go ahead that it is. We're hyping them up here.
That's right.
They
Sorry,
are
Slim Jim, proud sponsor.
they killed the cow before they packaged it. It is.
And my favorite thing is, and I don't know how they do this. I wish they would tell me. Maybe Patricia over there at Slim Jim could tell us how they get all that grease in there.
It's the flavor, man.
It's the flavor.
I think they do, like, you know, with the turkey and you give it the shot when you're
The
making
little
it.
baster.
They give it a little
And they get it so thin and long. Thin
thin and long. That's what Brad likes.
Thin and long and deep. It is just the beautiful marriage of meat and white trash.
I hate going to a party and seeing charcuterie boards. It kind of just kills my mood right away. I'm like, this is the food we're having at the party. But if I walk in, you got a charcuterie of Slim Jims, that's a party I want to be at.
It is a party you want to be at, and it's where every Dodge Ram is parked outside.
It's in the lawn.
Of course. Of course.
And then all their floorboards are full of Slim Jim wrappers.
But you do not mix it with any of the cheeses that are also on the board unless that cheese also came from a Slim Jim package.
Because you need the grease on the cheese, too.
Unrefrigerated, I might add.
Gotta be warm.
Amazing. Thank you so much to
Thank you, Slim Jim. We couldn't do this without you, Slim Jim.
Southwest of Normal runs on Slim Jim. We're in our game, baby.
Okay, what do you got for me?
So, today, Ashton, I love you. However, I'm not sure how much you love Houston.
No, don't say that. I'm H-Town till I drown.
H-Town till you drown,
That's what we used to say during Harvey, you know.
During Harvey, which, a lot of...
Bury me in the H.
Bury me, float me down the river, and I'll just end up in Galveston.
I mean, that's what they do with all the dead bodies in Buffalo Bayou.
That is true. It is a body dump.
H-Town till I drown, baby. Come on.
All right, this game we are calling Don't Mess with Texas Celebs. It's a stupid name, quite honestly.
Okay.
However, I have a list of 10 celebrities.
Okay. Are they Houston celebrities? Texas celebrities?
Houston born and bred. Okay. You are going to guess these celebrities, these 10. There's a ton, right? But these are like the most famous that I could come up with.
Oh, and I got to guess them, what they are.
And you have to guess them. We're going to have a list, just 10, okay? You can just start nailing them off.
Okay,
and then you can ask questions, and I will give you...
To get the rest of the 10.
I'll give you like a couple of hints per.
Okay. Question, though, on this.
Yeah.
So if it's a group, is it the group, or do I have to name the names?
These are all... there's only one group on...
Okay, then I know the group.
There's technically two groups.
Well, I know the main... You have the OG Houston group. Can I just go ahead and guess one?
Yeah, go ahead.
ZZ Top?
ZZ Top is on this list.
Okay, so that's why I was asking. I'm like, I don't know all three of their names, but...
ZZ Top is on here, and I have them at number 4. Bonus point if you can tell me what part of Houston, and some of these might just be Houston, that they are... That's attributed to them.
ZZ Top? Were they LaGrange?
They should be LaGrange. They should be LaGrange with that whorehouse over there.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so I got one. ZZ
You
Top
got one.
right out the
ZZ
bat.
Top.
So are these people born in Houston, or are they Houston-centric?
These people are mostly born or raised, right?
Okay.
So if they were born in a city and then moved immediately and they just grew up in Houston, we'll attribute that to Houston.
So let's go ahead.
Beyonce is on there. She's number 1.
Number 1,
the Queen
Beyonce
Bee herself.
Got 1 and 4.
Would you know where she was raised?
I do, but I cannot think of it right now. I totally do. Where was she raised?
3rd Ward.
Yeah.
3rd Ward.
Was it really 3rd? Wow.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. So this is including suburbs too and everything, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, let me think. Travis Scott.
Travis Scott is on there. He is number 2.
He is from Sugarland. Well, Missouri City, really.
He is from Missouri City. Good save. You saved it.
They intertwine so much, you know.
Yeah, but Missouri City's like the gross brother of Sugarland.
You're gross. I could tell you the high school he went to. He went to Elkins High School.
He did go to Elkins High School. There's a lot of people that are celebrity status that did go to Elkins High School. I think Matt Carpenter used to play for the...
Is he on your list?
He's not, but he's on my personal list.
Okay, let's see. So I got Travis Scott.
Cardinals.
How many more music is there?
We've got one more music.
One more music.
There's more, obviously, but I did not include them on this list. People that are just Houston, I did not include. So Paul Wall, I did not include.
Of course not.
Bun B, I did not include.
I didn't think you would.
Not Swishahouse. Is this? Yeah, Swishahouse. DJ Screw, I did not include.
Well, I mean, those are Houston people. They're not main, you know what I mean? They're not national.
I don't think their celebrity status reaches these people.
No, Houston is what those people are famous in. Okay, let's think. Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson is not on this list. He is on my personal list.
Oh my goodness, how is AP not on?
Of men that I would cheat on my wife with.
I've sold fireworks, Adrian Peterson, every year.
Really?
I work in a fireworks stand for 1 week.
Yeah.
In July, and Adrian Peterson comes every single year.
Do you still do that?
I did it last summer. I haven't done it this summer yet, but
You want to do it this summer, and I'll give you a football, and then you can get it signed by Adrian Peterson. It's on my list of things I need in my
Peterson
life.
comes, and Arian Foster comes every year. They both come.
I don't necessarily need
Arian Foster's awesome.
Yeah, but I love AP. I'm an Oklahoma Sooners fan.
That makes me not want to do it now.
I'm a Sooners fan, and he was the man.
That makes me not.
I love AP.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
He can do no wrong in my eyes.
All right. Well, except
I'm dead serious.
Well, the thing is, I mean, what he got in trouble for, I've had done to me, so it's not a big deal.
I am 100%.
All he did was tell his kids to go get a Switch. Big deal.
Yeah, that was stupid. AP, if you're listening, I love you, and if you ever just want to hang out, just give me a ring.
Yeah. Let's think. Who else is Houston? Give me some hints.
Okay.
I just can't think of on top of my head.
Let's go with the last music artist.
Yeah.
This music artist is a multi-Grammy winning rapper,
Yeah.
female.
Oh, Megan Thee Stallion?
Megan Thee Stallion.
that was
Got her.
Megan Thee Stallion. Okay.
Got her.
I wouldn't have put her on it. I would have put Adrian Peterson over
No,
Megan Thee
Miss
Stallion.
WAP herself.
Hey. A little too vulgar for me.
Okay, sorry. Bongos. That's the answer.
Oh my God. She just broke up with Klay Thompson.
Listen to both of those.
I'm not actually.
songs.
Please don't.
No, please do. They are
I think you can totally live your life without them.
wildly inappropriate,
Yes.
but just club bangers.
I don't know if they're club bangers. But
Okay, the next
So music's out. Music's done.
Music's
so
done.
now we got movies and athletes. Now I take it.
We have got two.
Mattress Mac on it.
No, he is quintessential.
Everybody knows Mattress Mac.
Yeah, there's actually like two politician-ish. There is two athletes.
Okay,
and two.
HW.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you because it's the entire Bush family.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
HW's famous. He had season tickets for the Astros right behind home plate for years and years.
Absolutely.
He was at all the games. Okay, the Bushes.
Yeah. All the Bushes.
So is that one?
That is one. That
Okay.
is so it's HW, it's W. Can you tell me an area that they are attributed to?
Oh, College Station.
That's not Houston, homie.
I know, but that's right outside of Houston. It's the same thing.
An hour and a half away. It's right outside.
What are you talking about? Houston from Houston's 2 hours.
I'm going to give it to
What
you.
is it?
I'm going to give you this. So they have Tanglewood, right, in their upbringing, and then Memorial is where they've had
Because they took
some other living
they took the
situations.
train from there with HW's body and it ended in College Station. That's why I said that.
Yeah. Okay, so you got one of the political ones. The other one isn't necessarily a political figure, and he's not from this century. He's not from the 20s. He died back in the day. He did have a movie made about him that Leonardo DiCaprio starred in.
Really?
Everybody at home is shouting at you.
I'm blind right now.
Oh.
You might have to give me this one.
Oh, really?
I know it, but I cannot.
If I give you the name of the movie, I'll tell you the name of the company he owned, which was TWA.
Well, I know it. I know it, but I guess I don't.
So TWA is a defunct plane company.
Yes,
for those
I know
of you
the
not
airline.
listening.
Yes, I'm familiar with it all. I know it.
The movie is The Aviator.
Okay, I'm familiar. I cannot think of who the. Okay, hold on.
He had some major mental health issues later on in
Give me a
life.
second. Give me a second.
He was a filmmaker.
Yes, give me a second. Who the heck? Damn it! You might have to give it to me.
He was filthy rich when he died, and he was Howard Hughes.
Oh, Ashton, you idiot!
Howard Hughes.
Oh my gosh,
was
that's
one.
like the most famous Houston political guy ever.
I mean,
Howard Hughes. I didn't even think you were going down the Howard Hughes route, and I'm like thinking that in my head, and I'm like, I thought of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can switch gears because that's the last one of the political. Like.
So now there's got to be some cinema guys, and I'm in here.
There's two cinema ones. I'm going to include one is TV, one is movies.
I may not be as diehard Houston as I thought.
One is like still around. He's still working.
This is hard. Jamie Foxx.
No,
He's from Houston, but
maybe born in Houston, but he moved immediately.
he played Texas high school football, baby.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't include like Beaumont area.
Okay.
Or an outlier.
How many athletes?
There's two.
2 athletes, 2 cinemas. Okay.
We've already named like 4 athletes, so
I've been naming them
these
all
are
over the
just
place.
the 2.
So I'm trying to think. So like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm a little.
I'll give you hints.
Yeah, I need some hints. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a little in the dark right now.
All right, here we go. Do you want an athlete or do you want
Give me an athlete.
Okay.
I should get these.
This one is a female, and she is the most decorated gymnast in history.
Simone Biles.
Simone
Goodness
Biles,
gracious,
man. How did you miss Simone
I don't know.
Biles?
Simone Manuel, the swimmer too, but
Simone Biles, man.
Biles. Yep.
The little
Thank you.
sweetheart of America.
I know. I don't know what I was
Missed
thinking.
it.
I knew that one. Well, I
right.
got it still, but
The next one, he is a 2-time heavyweight boxing champion and an Olympic gold medalist.
Holyfield?
Nope.
Oh, I'm thinking out of my ass. What am I doing?
Nope.
No.
Has many children,
Floyd.
all named after him. Even the females.
I don't know this one.
He has deep ties to the 5th Ward.
Huh. You may have got me.
He also sold grills.
Huh. George Foreman. I knew George Foreman's Houston. Goodness, Ashton, what is wrong with
Ashton, you're
just. I know these too.
You really are frustrating me right
I'm frustrating myself right now.
now. Yeah, I believe in you. I think that you can get these last 2. These are the actors. Okay?
I know it. Dennis Quaid.
I had Dennis Quaid on this list. I'm going to give you a bonus point because I took him off of this list. I go, there's no way he's going to get
Dennis Quaid. How do you not get
I go, there's no way. There's no way.
Dennis Quaid.
I'm going to add a number 11. Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, come
All
on.
right.
Everybody knows Dennis Quaid.
This guy grew up in Oak Forest. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give you a hint. Nobody puts baby in the corner. And boy, oh boy, is he dirty. I'll give you another hint. Ooh.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Did you like my hint?
Yeah, that was your giveaway. I cannot think of his name. I cannot think of his name right now.
He's a national treasure.
Yes, thank you. I'm very familiar with who. That's the thing that happened with the last one. I know, like Howard Hughes. Like I knew Howard Hughes, but
Do you want the names of the movies? Just to maybe it'll...
it maybe help a little bit.
Okay, so Dirty Dancing,
Yeah,
Ghost,
Swayze.
Swayze.
There we go.
It's Swayze.
You should have said my favorite movie of all time.
Which is, I know this, Roadhouse.
Yeah, I knew Swayze. Crap, I can't believe it. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
dude, Swayze,
you just had to
baby.
say dirty. If you said Roadhouse, it was Swayze.
I said he's dirty, and I said woo.
I know the woo gave it. I'm like thinking of him in my head. I just can't think. And he's deceased. But
He is deceased. Rest in
okay,
peace.
Swayze.
Mr. Swayze. All right.
I actually did not know he was from Houston.
Yeah, Oak Forest.
Wow.
So, and here we go. Last one. We have
Last actor. I don't have 10.
Yeah, you do. Number 1 is Beyonce. 2 is Travis Scott. 3 is Megan Thee Stallion. 4 is ZZ Top. We went through ZZ Top so quick that you're like, all right, we're done.
Yeah.
6 was Swayze. 7 is Simone Biles. 8 is Foreman. 9 is the Bush family. And 10 is Howard Hughes. And 11 is Dennis Quaid.
Wait, but we said I just had one more.
Number 5.
Okay. And I got it. This is another actor.
Yes. And I would argue that he was very famous. Maybe like 10 years ago, he was very, very famous. You couldn't get away from him. He's been in a kid's movie called Home. I tell you that because I don't think that you'll get that.
I don't know even the movie.
That's right. And then it was with Riri. She played the female lead and he played... It was
Rihanna?
It was in the
Was in
animated
this?
film. Yeah.
I've never watched that movie. I've never even seen it advertised.
He was the male lead and she was the female lead.
Okay, give me something that's not Home, whatever the heck that is.
Okay. He was born in Houston, raised in Spring.
Okay.
It's a major sitcom that he was in. I think it was a Chuck Lorre hit. Major. Had a spinoff.
Tim Allen?
And even that spinoff, that series is now done.
Tim Allen?
No.
Oh, I thought he was Houston for a second.
No, he's actually up in Michigan.
Oh, is he really?
He's Detroit.
I'm thinking because I'm like Home Improvement, and then his second one he had, whatever it's called, was Family Man or whatever.
Yeah,
Man with a Plan or whatever,
Man with a Plan. And you know, he has like another one about
Does
cars.
he? I love Tim Allen. Oh yeah,
with Kat Denning.
Okay. Okay, give me something else. I don't want you to give me this.
He's
sitcom. Give me something along those. I'm a big sitcom guy. I just cannot think right now.
okay. I don't want to give you easy hints.
Big sitcom guy. Who could
Let's do this hint that's coming up from my brain right now. He's very tall and skinny. He plays in, I would argue, in real life too. He's very nerdy.
Dude, is it the Big Bang Theory guy from Houston? Whatever his name is.
Is it?
Is it him?
Is it?
What's his name? It's the Big Bang Theory
It is
guy.
the Big Bang Theory guy.
Jesse. No. What's his name?
I'll even take his character's name.
Sheldon.
Sheldon Cooper.
Yeah. Who the heck is it?
Jim Parsons.
Jim Parsons. He's Houston?
He is
I didn't know that. See, I'm not that diehard, I guess.
Raised in Spring. There's so many others that
I was pulling names out that you didn't even have.
That's what I'm saying. There is a ton of
Because we could have done athletes, could have got more of those. The music, we pretty much tapped out.
Yeah, unless you go like hyper local, right? That's
Or
all they do.
I guess
is rap
there's
Houston.
some couple country singers we could have done. But we're,
Like who?
well, now you put me on the spot.
That's right. Now we're like, I don't know. All right, so great job.
Yeah,
you got an extra point that I did not have on. Well,
I was pretty bad. I messed up on like 4 names.
I think it was pretty good.
It was hard. It's that blind was pretty hard.
Yeah.
Like completely blind. Like next time we need to do a search, like 30 names, and I pick which ones are from Houston.
That's right. That's right. And I'll just give you a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And it's a multiple
Yes
choice.
or no? Yeah, that's what I need. Or matching, like draw the line.
So I think we figured out that you like 50% ish. I would argue more. I think you ended up getting about 70%.
Yeah.
No, you're Houston celebs. So you do great on Jeopardy.
And pretty soon there's going to be a question, Ashton St. Jean. And they're going to be like, oh, the mayor of Fort Bend. He's
The
from
mayor
Houston.
of Fort Bend, he's from Houston.
Yeah.
That's right. I love it. Thanks so much for playing.
Thanks for giving it to me.
Hey, let me get you your award.
Please.
Okay. It is a silver screen award.
I appreciate it. I'll
There
put it
you
on
go.
my desk.
Put that on your desk. That's it. We're here. It's summer. It's hot. It's Houston. It is muggy and it is 90 degrees. And yet I'm still wearing jeans and long sleeve shirts.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Well, I'm inside most of the time.
It's pretty hot inside too.
My
Welcome to
AC,
Houston.
well, the AC in my car works, but it is muggy. It's always muggy. People think that they have the weirdest weather, right? I would argue that Houston has one of the worst weathers. Maybe New Orleans is worse.
No, it's not. I can't stand when people think, oh, it's hot here. Oh, it's humid here. No, you don't get it.
I don't think they do get it.
You don't get it.
Yeah.
It's like Jess was telling me, Jess is she's our MCA here in our office. She's telling me how the humidity in Michigan was so bad. No. It ain't. I know it's bad, but it ain't comparable to Houston.
I will say it is not.
You don't have the seawater. It's cold lake water humidity.
The humidity in Michigan, the humidity in Minnesota, because I've lived in both, is very palpable, right? However, it is not the same as here because here you essentially get out of the shower, you get dressed, you go outside, and you immediately get drenched in humidity, and you're wet again.
I feel like I'm still in the steam in the shower.
Yeah, you're like wet all the time.
That's how I felt like my hair's finally dried. But
I hate taking a shower and then coming outside and then immediately feeling like I need another shower.
Oh.
For sure.
No, what I'm talking about is like if I go swim in the pool, I hate being sopping wet outside. I want to be dry and change right away. If I go swimming in the beach, I want to shower and be good after that. Like I love being in the water. I don't like being wet right outside the water.
That's the good thing about Houston, though, is when you get out of the water in Galveston, you immediately dry off because it's 100 billion degrees
that's
out.
disgusting. When I'm in Galveston, and not
feel
the water's
salty?
gross. No, I just don't like salt water. Yeah. Like I have to go get underneath the shower and just get it all off me. I'll get rashes, get everything. It's not good.
Oh.
And I always find some seaweed or some stingray or anything that wants to just get me.
That wants to eat your soul.
And it's always right in the inside
In the inside of your legs. Yeah.
With those built-in underwear and your swim trunks too.
It doesn't really stop the tentacles, you know?
No, they like it.
They do.
And the seaweed too.
The seaweed is gross, right?
Yeah, but the seaweed gives you the rashes too because it's like all over you.
I think you need to go see a dermatologist, quite honestly.
I don't really get rashes like that, but I feel like I have rashes.
Oh, I got you. I
just feel like, get me in a shower, let me strip naked. And that's the thing. I'll go back and forth to like the shower and then I'll come back in. I just have to be washed off when I get out.
That's what's so good about the Galveston State Park is they have the showers right there. You can just go pop over.
That's
and
true.
get
I
in the
guess I
shower.
really only go there like probably once a year and I like to Airbnb a house.
Oh yeah. But I hate going. That's what I hate is walking back and forth or driving back and
So
forth.
one time we went and stayed with some friends, and I got the golf cart, and I would just take that back and forth, and that wasn't bad.
No, that's pretty good then. Yeah.
It's like now
Nice,
it's like,
easy.
okay, now I need to rent a golf cart, hook up a trailer to the Bronco. That way I
Okay,
can have
yeah. And get one of those like outdoor showers that you can just like
Exactly.
have on the side of the Bronco.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
On the roof rack.
Yes.
Well, so I wanted to talk to you about your favorite vacations, summer vacations. Just growing up, or maybe you have one that stands out. I have one in particular.
What's yours?
I loved this one vacation that I took in the summer, and I went with my friend Aaron. It was just us two. I think that we were right at 21 years old, 22, and we went to New York City. And I had been there before. My brother used to live there, so we had a place to stay, which was in Queens. We stayed at his place. I don't think he was there for some reason, but we stayed there. I loved this trip so much. So when you're young, and you're young, but you've been to cities kind of on your own or with your friends, and you've never been there. None of you guys have ever been there, right? And you just get to explore, right? Some people feel this way about going out in Colorado. Some people feel this way about like maybe hanging out in Florida or Miami. New York for me is, it brings me so much like nostalgic feelings. So during this trip, we got there, we head to the apartment, and then we literally this is in early 2000s, so no one had an iPhone. We barely had cell phones. So we had a map, we had a subway map, and we had a map of New York, and New York City. And we woke up every day going, what do we want to do, right? What bar do we want to hit? What restaurant do we want to go to? And there's a bajillion of them, right? So we knew that we wanted to do the touristy stuff. And then we knew that we wanted to do the not so touristy stuff and like the stuff that my brother would recommend, right? Because he had lived there for a little while. So we went to the Empire State Building, and we went up to the top and we did the whole thing. We went to Coney Island, where we shot a freak. That was a thing there called Shoot the Freak, which was amazing, by the way. It's just a paintball gun, and there's a guy running back and forth, and you just have to shoot him.
Kind of awesome.
It was pretty great, quite honestly. Coney Island, ate a Nathan's hot dog. That was on my list. Went to Battery Park, did Statue of Liberty. Went to Central Park, which, by the way, was one of my favorite things to do. I had been there one time before, and I just sit there and people watch the whole day. Hang out on Fifth Avenue. She wanted to go see Good Morning America. Is that what it was? That's what's no, the Today Show.
Oh, Today Show.
She wanted to go to the Today Show, so we went down there. Watched like Reba sing from like the furthest part away that we possibly could. It was just relaxing. It was fun. Every night we would head back to the apartment, but my brother lived like basically right above a bar called Finnegan's, and we would stay there. And I would say that we shut it down, but we didn't, because the bars didn't shut down until 4 a.m. there, and then they would reopen at 6. So they did that for the third shifters that would get off work, right? And so then they're getting off work
Well, that's the ideal.
at 7, right? And so then they want to go
That's
get
pretty
drunk.
cool. Well, it's great for the tourists.
Yeah, it was super great. Yeah, it was great for me. Yeah. And so then we go up, go to bed, and then wake up at 7 a.m. and do it all over again. I love New York, and I think it's great during the summer. I think it's great during the winter time. Obviously, they have they have the Christmas tree lighting.
Oh, yeah. At Rockefeller?
At Rockefeller. I've never been like a Rockettes kind of person, so I think that's stupid. I'm not going to pay $150 to go watch some girls kick in the air.
The tree's cool.
The tree's amazing.
And doing the ice rink's cool.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So that will always hold just really, really fond memories in my mind, right? I can almost relive that trip like beat for beat, step for step.
That's awesome.
I loved it. Is there one that
It almost irritates me, though, hearing that, though, about the state of New York now, because New York, it was such a cool place. And it just, and even I think I went 10 years ago. I've only been one time, and it was still cool then. There's all this, it's just a really neat city. It was our crown jewel, and it really feels like, I don't know if it'll ever go back.
Yeah, I think it's funny because it went from a trash hole, it's awful in the 80s. And then in the 90s, it kind of had this huge revamp, right?
Even the early 2000s, it was good after 9/11.
Early 2000s was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
The 90s was great. I mean, but that's when you had every sitcom was based in New York. Everybody loved New York. It was just New York was a magical place.
That's right.
And then I mean, I will say it. It's what happens when you. I think it's just probably going to get worse. Now that they've gone the socialism route.
Yeah, well, you're probably right.
Nothing's ever becomes better with socialism.
I agree. Thank you, Mom Donnie. Appreciate you.
So, and it honestly hurts me because New York is such a cool city, and it's always been our crown jewel. But
they have literally
everything.
So
I love the skyline. I love all of that. I've been to the top of the Empire State Building. It was awesome.
It's fun, right?
It's so cool.
It's just cute. And now they have a whole new section on the river on the west side that is just going crazy, and
that's where I think it's going to be sad because all your people with money and all your developers, they're all leaving New York now, and I just don't know if it'll ever be able to recover. What made it that way is the money. I mean, Wall Street is now coming to Texas. Like it's that's right. It's Y'all Street. That's going to be all that money. All those people are coming to Texas and Florida.
Yeah.
And that's, if you don't have the money, people might think there's a problem with these billionaires and all these super rich corporations and stuff, but that's what makes areas nice. They go spend their money, take the risk, develop these areas, build a nice skyscraper, and I think that's, I don't know if it'll ever recover.
I think I wouldn't worry too much, right? Everything is cyclical. Mom Donnie might throw New York under the bus.
But if Wall Street completely moves over to Y'all Street, that area will never recover.
It won't.
Well, I don't know. Texas is a whole new business market.
I agree, and everybody should live in Texas, right? And I think we're getting more into like the real estate part. I wanted to talk about.
Bring it back into. I'm sorry, but that gets me going.
I think that you're right, but I don't think that they're going to completely sever ties. New York, Mom Donnie's only in there for 4 years.
Is mayor 4 years? What's mayor?
I don't know. It's not forever, though.
No, but I think once you start going that route, Mondami's just the start of it. And then you go next and go, oh, he wasn't enough with the reforms.
No.
Oh, we want someone even harder.
No.
Or when do they wake up and go, okay, we've been voting horribly. We need to go to someone that...
Yeah, that's the way it always is. It's a pendulum.
It wants to make New York, and real estate developers and all that kind of stuff.
Dude, it's always a pendulum. And it doesn't matter what we're talking about. We could be talking about social reform.
Sure.
We could be talking about economy. We could talk about
whatever. Of course it is.
But it's a pendulum.
I'm just big on wanting cities to be the cool cities. It goes into my San Francisco. It was such a cool city, and it's just not anymore. And all these, I
think that'll swing back.
I want these historical. I mean, it looks like that. You see the LA mayor race right now? You got that knucklehead? I kind of like him. He's awesome.
Between Gavin and...
No, the mayor race.
I'm sorry, no. Yeah.
Spencer Pratt.
Spencer Pratt.
Yeah, I kind of like him. I think when the founding fathers set up America, it needed to be regular, everyday folks come in and commit to a city and get out.
They said, you know who we need in here? We need a pop culture icon.
Yeah.
It's in Spencer Pratt. I'd say icon.
But he's a dude. He's not a lifetime politician.
Yeah,
I think that's where our problems really start. It's not left versus right. It's these lifetime politicians that want to make money and make a living from being in politics. It is a public service.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
That's how it should be.
Obama.
Yeah. I don't know where he's going with
Bernie's a lifetime.
And I have a problem with it. These lifetime guys, that should not be your career. You should make a career, and you should have a passion for your public service, and you go serve your term.
The Bushes are all career,
and you're done. Well, I'm saying it's both ends.
It's not everybody.
It's not left versus right. It's career politicians, and they set it up to make their businesses be better. Yeah. And we're not. It should be a public service. In fact, it should probably be free. Like, you don't get paid for it. It's because you love your area so much that you do that. Yeah,
I don't agree
these
with
political.
that.
Okay, maybe get paid. Okay,
all right. No, I don't agree with that at all. Anyway,
I just don't want career politicians ruining my cities. Okay,
so
because if I want to talk about nostalgic and these great trips, well, guess what? Those places aren't the same anymore.
So if you're
not
for your summer vacation, are you gonna join the political?
I think I'm gonna do one in my life. I'm gonna go just as a public service, not as a lifetime politician.
Yeah,
just run for mayor. I'm already the mayor, so run for governor. So
Okay, perfect. There you go. Yeah. You're gonna have to go against some tough competition.
I got these constituents. They got my back though.
That's right. All of Fort Bend.
That's all you need.
You don't need Dallas or
Troy
San
Nels, who
Antonio.
are you? Come on.
He's not even a politician
Oh,
anymore.
brother Trevor.
There you go.
Yeah, that was so. No, one of my. I mean, if I were to pick a trip right now, I have some nostalgic ones. Like one when I was in the summer of 7th and 8th grade. I'm a little young. My grandparents took me and my brother right underneath me. He's 16 months younger than me, and they took us on 6th and 7th grade summers, and they took us on road trips all through the United States. So our first year, we went and hit tons of national parks. That was our thing, and it was really just a cool trip. And you think back out of it. So we went from Houston. We drove completely up north, and the whole end goal was to end in Yellowstone. But it was like a 3-week trip, road trip. And we go hit the Badlands, we hit Rushmore. I'm looking at maps as a little kid, and I'm finding hidden national parks, and we're going to hit those. We're crossing over state lines just to say we went to this state, and we're hitting like 20 states a summer and stuff like that. And we went and drove all the way up north, hit all those cool national parks all the way, and then spent a week in Yellowstone. And Yellowstone's so big, you hit all that. Then you hit the Grand Tetons and all that. It was just a really, really cool trip. Got to spend it with my grandparents. And, that's where the first time I tried like Brahms. I don't know if you're familiar with Brahms.
Oh,
I was
Brahms.
on that trip and stuff like that. You're an Oklahoma guy, so
Yeah.
you'd have it there. That was it, and then I've always been if I go to a city, I like to go see the stadium. And the only stadium we passed on that whole trip was Oklahoma City. So we went and saw the Thunder Arena, and I got all that. But it was just really one of those fond memories. And then the next summer, they took us on the same trip, but we went west, and we hit Big Bend, Carlsbad, Grand Canyon was where we spent a week. Then we hit all the national parks in Utah, and then ended. And then each of those summers, my mother's parents were my grandparents, and then they would drop us off. They both ended at Colorado, and they would drop us off at my dad's grandparents, where we'd spend another 3 weeks on the farm. So that was my summers for two straight summers, and it was really a cool experience. Got to see. I mean, on the west side, I've been to almost every state. I've probably been to 40 states, and it's just because of these road trips that I took. It wasn't like we spent money. I mean, we brought camping gear. We were camping on the side of the road, staying in cheap hotels. It wasn't lavish, eating fast food, wasn't going to nice places.
Really?
The most money we probably spent was when we spent a week at the Grand Canyon and a week at Yellowstone. You just have to be at those nicer spots because you're staying there.
Right.
But that was just a really cool trip for me. And then now I can say, like, everyone's like, oh, I want to travel in my 20s. Well, I work in my 20s. I got to do these really cool road trips and explore things for really no money at all, really cheap. And
What's one standout memory that you have from like one of those trips?
I don't know. That's where I first got a belly. I will tell you that because I road trip 20 hours a day and I was snacking on food. I was skin and bones, super athletic, and I came back and I had a gut.
Okay, I like it
Then I
though.
found beer after that. And
That's
then
right.
the gut
Then it was all
Then
over.
the gut never went away. So yeah. But I don't know. Like those, like just the whole trip, a standout. I don't know if I have. I mean, I was younger then. I mean, I really appreciated going to see the national parks. And I remember the standout, I really think it was me looking at the map in these road trips and finding national monuments and national parks that we weren't even on our schedule, but they were on our route or in Wyoming or in something weird. And we would go hit them. We'd see these cool things that no one even knows about. And I got a patch from every park, every monument we went to. And I have a whole backpack covered in every patch from all of them. That's where it's at. Yeah. So it's kind of neat. And then now, like, if I were to take a trip right now, my favorite trip right now is a cruise. I like to get on a cruise. I like to get my drink package. I like to not have any service. I like to just do my thing, sit in the casino, get my drinks, look at the view, go explore the islands. Because if I go with my family, my parents are huge on a stop every single day. And I want more sea days if I'm going on one. Because I love being on the boat, getting the all you can eat, all you can drink, gambling, all the parties, all the comedian shows, all that kind of good stuff. But that's my go-to. Like I'm telling my friends all the time, I'm like, let's just go book a cruise. There's something for everyone to do. You're never bored. If you want to just go sleep, you go sit in the room. You're catered on. It's great. And you can, lots of times if you go on a week or something, you get 4 or 5 different countries you're hitting.
Yeah.
And I think that would be my go-to all the way. I've done Alaskan cruise, seen all that on that coast. I've done quite a few Caribbean ones. I want to do a transatlantic one because that's 14 days of just ocean days.
That's your dream.
Yeah.
That's just the boat.
That's what I need to do.
That's it.
But I think 14 days might be a little too much. Really, the ideal dream would be 2 days sea days, 1 stop. 2 days sea days, 1 stop. 2 days sea days.
Okay.
Yeah. Cruises might go to. If we were to say, Ashton, you can go on anything this summer, I'd say give me a 10-day cruise.
As a dad now, And my kids are now 15 and 13 and 11. This is the odd year. It is, last year was one of, if not the most memorable, other than this trip with Aaron, right? Like that was when I was young. It was when I was, going to bars and hanging out and just kind of
you can't see the city the
stuff.
same way when you have a family and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because if I go and see a new city, I'm just like you. Where are we going to go drink? Where are we going to go eat? And then we explore the city that way.
Right.
You walk everywhere, you do it, you go shop a little bit. But I feel like it's always about what place are we going to go drink or something. What place we're going to go sightsee it, or you do that kind of experience. And I like seeing the city that way. Now, when you have a family, it's a little bit more scheduled out, and you have to go to family places.
It's not though, right? It doesn't have to be.
No.
So this is why I say like last year was for the last 2-3 years, we've kind of done these bigger family trips.
Have you done a cruise?
No.
I think you should. There's something for everybody.
I get it, but that's more like, I don't want to go and like just spread out, we're going to go sit by the pool for 4 hours. I hate that.
So like my parents, we found it. We took our first one ever for my mother's sister wedding. She did it at a thing. We had a 5-day cruise out of Galveston, 2-day sea day to get to Cozumel. We did the wedding for the 6 hours we were at the island, and then 2 days back. Okay. That was all we did. And that was the first one we ever took. And it was great for my family because everybody could do their own thing. But they made sure every night we had dinner together in the dining room. Every morning we had our breakfast together at the thing. So there was times we got together. We did the shows together, made sure everyone was at that. But during that downtime when you just have enough with each other, when you're spending all that time together, everyone could do things. They have things for the kids. They have things for the adults. And in fact, when I was a teenager, I went like hanging out with the little kid group because you just found people your age and you connect for a week and your best friends are like, oh, we'll talk for the rest of our lives. You never talk to them
and
again.
then you never talk to them again.
I could always find some hot girls and hang out with them. And I'm like, oh man, I really got game.
That's right.
No, they're just lonely.
When you're forced on a boat together, you can't go anywhere.
That's right. But I will say, I do think it's a great trip for families if you do it like that. You have your time for family.
Yeah.
But you don't have the arguments. You don't have the getting tired of each other because you can go do.
Let me say this. So the last trip that we took, which I love.
Y'all do extravagant ones now, huh?
They're not extravagant. They are road trips, though.
Oh,
so
goodness great.
We drove from here, Houston, up to northern Michigan.
Oh, wow.
So,
how long was that drive?
I think that ended up being right around 36 hours.
Fun.
But obviously it wasn't straight through. I grew up in St. Louis, so the first
you
stop,
did all the stops, yeah.
First stop was from here to St. Louis, so we went there. Then we took a day. We did the zoo. We did some other stuff there. It went and ate at some of my favorite restaurants growing up. And then the next day we got in the car and then we drove up to Petoskey, Michigan, which is very, very far north. So then we hit Petoskey. One of my favorite memories, because we got to show them, me and my wife didn't grow up, but we lived there right out of college for a year. It was her first real big girl job. It was my fourth little boy job, working for a movie rental place. So we got to show them like Petoskey, which is a small town. But one of my favorite memories from this trip is that we went out on the pier as a family on Lake Michigan, and we were fishing, doing some other stuff. But then we all just decided that we're just going to jump into the pier or into the water. And so one at a time, we just kind of ran and jumped, and it got to jump in the water. Looking back, it's simple, it's free, but it awesome. Created a memory, right? Awesome. Then on the way down, we went to Chicago. This was a side trip, and we didn't have that planned, which is why I'm saying we don't plan everything. And we went to Willis Tower, and we went to the Bean, and we went to the Home Alone house, right? Just on the way back down to St. Louis.
And you went to go see your favorite team in Chicago too, right?
The Cubs?
Your favorite baseball team? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're such a diehard Cubs fan.
I definitely am. And I went to the cemetery and I dug up some bones and then I chucked those at the Cubs.
Okay, Wrigley's cool though.
They can all suck.
I knew you'd like that.
I hate the Cubs.
I knew you'd like that.
Blackhawks are okay.
I knew you'd like
White Sox are great.
I knew you'd like that. I knew you'd like that Cubs reference.
I did get to see Soldier Field though.
That's cool. But it's just not the old Soldier. They ruined Soldier too.
Well,
they built the spaceship in the middle of Soldier Field. That's what they all call it.
But it's
The park's cool.
Here's the deal. That trip, right? And yes, we were stuck in a car for a long time, right? But we took like a week in between.
That's the road trips I like. So like the road trip I was telling you about, we stop at everything, and it doesn't feel as bad a road trip. We were probably only doing 10 hours a day driving, but you always had to stop. If there was anything you wanted to see, you did it.
But I love a road trip.
I do too.
I'm a sucker.
I
The whole
hated
way
it.
up and down, by the way, if you go to my socials, right, you can go look at all of we ranked gas stations.
Really?
So
I
every
hated them as a kid. I really
Why?
did. I hated road trips as a kid. I wanted to fly. Every time it was a road trip, I'm like, screw it. Every time we go see my dad's parents on the farm in Colorado, we used to always drive. I'm like, screw this.
Ashton.
And I love them now. Oh, they're my favorite.
Ashton, buddy, it's not about the destination.
It's about the journey.
It's about the journey.
But
buddy.
look, no, I agree. I appreciate a road trip now, as long as I'm driving. But
Yeah, as long as I'm in control.
I have to be in control. One with my vehicle, like I tell people.
Well, I love it. If you could give a recommendation to anywhere in the world that you would say, go do this vacation this summer, where would it be?
Well, I may not be the right person. I've never been overseas.
It doesn't matter.
But in the, we'll say, where do you have to go? What's a city I really like? I think you should come vacation to Houston and come talk to me about moving here.
Okay, shameless self-plug. Shameless self-plug.
No, wherever. Man, I've had some really cool experiences, but they're just not the same like I was telling you about. So I don't know if I want to recommend them anymore. I really, if you were going to go, spend a week, we say?
Yeah, whatever. Just a short vacation, whatever. Just a summer trip.
Okay, if you were to do one, I really. Oh, you know which place I've really liked? I think a Washington trip. I love the city of Seattle. I like the rain. I think it's a cool little city. Go see the Pike's Place Market, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When I did my Alaskan cruise, we went out of Seattle, but we went a couple days before and did all of Seattle. And I've always liked the city of Seattle. And then you can go explore other Washington too. Washington's a really cool state.
Yeah.
And the trees and everything. And just the climate up there. It's just fascinating.
It's just really pretty.
Yeah, it is. And then I would recommend hopping on that Alaskan cruise out of there too. Because cruises really, everyone thinks they're super extravagant and that they're really affordable for a family and all that thing. And it's all included.
Yeah, I think my problem is just getting stuck on a boat for 7 days.
Dude, the boats are so big now, you don't even know you're on a boat.
Yeah, I don't know.
I promise you, dude. The last one I went on, I was
feel like it's just in a big hotel. I might as well stay in a big hotel.
No, I went on one. No, like think of like the Gaylord Opryland in Nashville, not Nashville, in Franklin, Tennessee.
Okay.
Think you know how big that place is?
Yeah.
And it's like that on water, so you don't even know. Like I went on a 5-day one last year, and the boat was so big I didn't even get to explore it all because it was so quick. Like I didn't know.
Well, they have like full ass malls in them.
No,
now.
malls,
like
shows. I mean, dude, they had a diving show. Like I'm watching people on the end of the ship, 50 feet in the air, diving, doing flips, all this kind of stuff. And the pool's retractable and closing and all this and all the thing. And then they have an ice rink, and I'm watching an ice rink show the next night.
That's fun.
And I'm playing half court basketball on the top. I mean, there was 10 different bars. I had a sports bar to watch all my NFL Sunday. I mean, it was everything.
Maybe I'm just old, man. Maybe I just want to sit and talk.
Old people love it the most because they go during the year when everybody's in school, and these old people, like you're going to get there here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And they just sit there and they go watch their shows and they just talk.
I think
my grandparents are world travelers by cruise. They now not so much, but the 10 years before that, cruised everywhere. They take these transatlantic 14 days and they just sit and play cards with these people.
I just have a really strong, like I'm trying to pack as much like kid time into my life as possible.
Yeah.
Because one is
I saw your cute little Facebook then and now yesterday.
Oh yeah, with my youngest or my oldest.
I liked the little scruff when he was young.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I don't know what happened.
Well, I lost even more hair.
You're losing it in the face now.
Yeah, I'm losing it everywhere. Now it's just on my back. So
nice. It's shifted down.
It's shifted down. I'm just trying to squeeze as much family time in right now as I possibly can, right? The reason for that, and it's not like I want to be with my family all day, every day. Mm-hmm. What it is I want to make sure the time that I am with them is much more valuable, right? Because I want to create those memories. And I'll tell you this. So one of the reasons that New York trip stands out so much for me.
That's a great trip.
Okay, is it was right after I turned 21. So for 2 years leading up to that trip, me and my dad were talking about going on a trip together when I turned 21, right? Let's go out, let's go to the bars, let's go hang out. We kind of narrowed it down to we were going to go to Vegas. So we're starting to kind of put plans together about 6 months ahead of time. And we're like, okay, we're going to go to Vegas. We're going to, stay at this place. And then we're going to be there for, 4 or 5 days, gamble, do the whole thing, right? Just me and my dad. And I started talking to some of my other friends and what they were doing when they turned 21 or whatever trip they did, if they did one. And I started talking to my friend Aaron, and I go, man, I really want to go back to New York because I really love New York. But me and my dad are talking about this Vegas trip, and we decided, you know what, let's just go to New York. We'll just call it. So I called my dad, and I go, hey, I know you might be a little disappointed in this, but what I want to do is go to New York with my friend Aaron and not go to Vegas with you. Which I knew was a little bit of a letdown, right? I didn't know what the impact of that decision was going to be until far later. So I've always lived my life by whatever I do, whatever happens to me, is it makes me who I am today, right? The thing about this trip was me and my dad had talked about it for years. We built it up and built it up and built it up. And then I pulled the rug out, right? And he wasn't mad. He wasn't angry. He's just like, okay, I get it. Go hang out, be with your friends. A few months after that trip, I think it was about 3-4 months after that trip, my dad had a heart attack and a brain injury. So he essentially turned into a 3-year-old, and he was that way with a resetting memory of like every 30 seconds for the rest of his life, which was 16 years. I've never regretted anything in my life. I regret not going on that Vegas trip. And that's one of the reasons why that New York trip stands out so much to me. I created a ton of memories, and it was an incredible time, an incredible experience, and I loved it, right? I feel like that trade-off that I learned in that moment, once my dad had his heart attack and in the 16 years subsequent to that, that trade-off, I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about the reason and the difference between big decisions and things that you don't necessarily think will be big decisions in the moment. Because I always went, you know what, I'll just do it next year. Right? We'll go to Vegas here in 6 months. We'll go to Vegas in a year. We'll go to Vegas in 3 years. He was only 52 when it happened. So I'm like, we got plenty of time. Turns out I didn't have plenty of time. So right now I'm trying to squeeze all of this family time in, right? To make a really great, to make a lot of memories, right? For me, because I'm selfish and I want to have a great time. But to also show my kids that there's a much larger world out there than Richmond, Texas. Right?
That's true.
So I want to leave with that. Create memories, have fun, go out and just have a really good time. Ashton, you want a napkin? Can I get you something to wipe those tears? Just create memories and just go have a great time. Live your life and make sure other people in your life are included, that they want to be included if they want to be included.
And go see the people you love.
Go see the people you love. Hang out with them. Have fun. And this summer, be dangerous. Do whatever you want, right? Live your life.
YOLO.
But remember, keep it loud.
Keep it proud.
Keep it local. Keep it southwest to normal.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. There. Southwest to normal.